Hey there and welcome to another installment of World Football News. This time round we will be looking at an article that appeared in the publication City Extra. So the article reads, Rodri handed UEFA ban in major Manchester City Champions League blow. Manchester City and Spain midfielder Rodri has been handed a one-match ban by UEFA. The 28-year-old has been issued with a one-match ban alongside international teammate Alvaro Morata in relation to comments made during Spain's celebration of the Euro Championship triumph. Rodri has received a one-match ban for the next UEFA representative team competition match for which he would be eligible to play, following his Gibraltar Spanish chance last month. A UEFA statement read, following the opening of disciplinary proceedings against Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante and Alvaro Morata for the conduct that occurred during the public presentation of the 2024 UEFA European Championship trophy in Madrid on 15 July 2024, the UEFA Control, Ethics and Disciplinary Board, CEDB, has taken the following decisions. To suspend Royal Spanish Football Federation player Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante for the next one UEFA representative team competition match for which he would be otherwise eligible, for failing to comply with the general principles of conduct, for violating the basic rules of decent conduct, for using sporting events for manifestations of a non-sporting nature, and for bringing the sport of football and UEFA in particular into disrepute. Manchester City midfielder enjoyed more silverware success at the Olympistadio in Berlin in July as Spain beat England 2-1 in the European Championship final, courtesy of Mikel Oyarzábal's 86th minute goal. Spain had taken the lead early into the second half through Nico Williams, however Cole Palmer cancelled out the 22-year-old's opening goal with a brilliant strike in the 73rd minute. Rodri has forced off ahead of the second half due to a hamstring injury, with the midfielder having started 50 matches for Manchester City during the 23-24 season. Rodri could avoid missing a Champions League match for Manchester City due to the one-match ban, with Spain scheduled to play 2 UEFA Nations League matches prior to Pep Guardiola's side starting their European Championship. In other news then, we also have an article written by City Extra. Referee change for Community Shield between Manchester City and Manchester United following minor injury. So the article reads, the match referee for the 24th Community Shield between Man City and Man United has been changed following a minor injury. It has been confirmed. The traditional curtain raiser ahead of the new domestic season has been scheduled to take place on Saturday the 10th of August at 3 p.m. between the winners of the FA Cup and the Premier League at Wembley Stadium. Manchester City claimed the 4th successive Premier League title to set a new record for the most English top-flight crowns won in succession, whilst their campaign would end in defeat at the hands of Manchester United in the FA Cup final. But ahead of the contest, despite everything being put in place for the Manchester Derby affair, the FAF released a statement on Wednesday confirming a change to the team of match officials to take charge of the contest under the arch. As announced by the Football Association on Wednesday afternoon, Jared Gillett will now take charge of the 24 FA Community Shield as on-field match referee this weekend following a minor injury sustained by the originally appointed John Brooks. Jared Gillett was originally appointed to the clash between Man City and Man United as the contest's 4th official, with Sam Barrow now taking up his role following promotion into the lead official position. The Football Association have further announced that the remainder of the team of match officials will stay as originally planned, with Adrian Holmes and Nick Greenall appointed as assistant referees. Peter Banks has been named as the video assistant referee for the Wembley Stadium affair, while the rest of the VAR team will see Cian Massey Ellis as assistant VAR and Tim Robinson as support VAR. So that's all for this particular piece. Please leave me your comments down below and we can discuss it further. But onto the next one. So this also in the publication City Extra reads, revealed, the 25-man Manchester City squad returning to first team training this week ahead of Man United clash. A total of 25 first team players were spotted in Pep Guardiola's first team training session on Tuesday as Man City geared up for the FA Community Shield tie. This Saturday brings about Pep Guardiola and his players' first competitive contest of the brand new season as they take on FA Cup winners Manchester United at Wembley Stadium in the traditional curtain raiser to the top-level domestic campaign. It will follow a challenging but certainly beneficial pre-season period for Man City as they return to Manchester on Sunday morning following a 3-week and 4-game tour of the United States. 3 defeats and a dominant victory over Premier League rivals Chelsea attracted around 200,000 spectators across the 4 venues stateside in a jaunt that Pep Guardiola believes was more for commercial gain as opposed to necessary fitness preparations. There were plenty of positive performances to draw from the camp too, with the likes of Oscar Bob, Nico O'Reilly and James McAtee all excelling in the roles issued by Pep Guardiola and now being expected to break into the first team system this campaign. Returning to full first team training activities at the City Football Academy on Tuesday, Pep Guardiola had a 25-man Manchester City squad at his disposal, featuring a number of more familiar faces or names following their respective returns from extended holidays this summer. Goalkeepers will be Edison, Stefan Ortega Moreno and Scott Carson. In the defenders, we will have Issa Kabore, João Cancelo, Rico Lewis, Jadel Katongo, Stephen Mfudi, Ruben Diaz, Manuel Akanji and Josko Guardiola. At the midfielders, we will have Nico O'Reilly, Calvin Phillips, Jacob Wright, Mateo Kovacic, Matthias Nunes, Maximo Perron, Bernardo Silva, James McAtee and Kevin De Bruyne. In the forward section, we will have Savinho, Oscar Bob, Erling Haaland, Jack Grealish and Jeremy Doku. Nathan Ake was among the first team players to return to the CFA this week, but was absent from the session as he completed his own pre-season fitness testing within the Man City campus. Among those to have left the pre-season first team camp are Calum Doyle and Mahamadou Sissoko, who have joined Norwich City and Peterborough United on season-long loan deals from the Etihad Stadium. Further departures are expected in the coming days and weeks as Manchester City look to identify the best routes for the young stars to ensure continued development within the senior men's game this campaign. That then brings us to the end of all of the news we want to discuss this time around. Please leave me your thoughts on everything we have discussed. What do you make of the first piece of news we discussed, which is the news on Rodri handed a ban by UEFA? What do you make of that? Do you agree that it was fair to Rodri, to the player himself, as well as to his Spanish teammate? Do you think that he and Alvaro Morata should have received the ban? Is it just? In the second place, where we discussed the blow of the new referee to come in now to officiate the game between Man City and Man United. What do you make of that? Is it going to have an impact on the game? Do you think that it would be more fair? Do you know what this is? Is the referee they're going to use now a bit more inexperienced? Is it going to play in the favor of United or in the favor of City? Please leave me your comments on that one as well. And then lastly, what do you make of the team which Man City are going to set up with? The 25-man squad which Pep Guardiola decided to go with. I see a lot of new names, a lot of youngsters in here as well, and a lot of guys who actually impressed Pep Guardiola during their season or USA tours during the off season now. Do you think they can make a huge impact? And if they do make a huge impact, do you think that Pep will keep them in the first team squad? I see here in the midfielder section, there's also Nico O'Reilly. Calvin Phillips is probably going to get another chance, but I'm not sure if he's going to stay at Man City. Jacob Wright, but also Maximo Perron, and then James McAtee, also one of the youngsters who was shown actually really bright during the USA tour. In the forward section, we've got the new forward here, Savinho from Girona, who joined this summer, or who joined in this transfer, and then also obviously Oscar Bob with his national teammate Erling Haaland? And do you think that Oscar Bob and Savinho is going to get a chance to play in this fixture? Please leave me your thoughts down below. Do you agree with all of the news that we have discussed? Are you satisfied with the squad Pep has basically selected? Do you think that the squad has enough depth and that this squad will be able to beat the Manchester United side in the FA Community Shield? We'd love to hear what you have to say. We can discuss everything further down below. And until next time, though, this is World Football News.